What's happening, iPad fans? Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest tech news. First up, Bellpoint Asset Management LLC is making some significant adjustments to their Apple Inc. holdings, selling off a chunk of shares. We've got the details on why this influential firm is shifting its position in the tech giant. And speaking of Apple, you won't believe what's happening with the iPhone 17 pre-orders in China. We're seeing massive demand, but there's a twist with the iPhone Air launch that you need to hear about. This could impact your next upgrade. But the Apple news doesn't stop there. Aspen Investment Management Inc. is also adjusting its Apple Inc. holdings, and we're diving deep into their latest transactions. Is this a sign of things to come for AAPL? And finally, get this, Integrity Alliance LLC is making a huge play, significantly boosting their stake in Apple Inc. We'll break down what this massive acquisition means for investors and the future of Apple. You don't want to miss this. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Bellpoint Asset Management LLC sells Apple shares. Bellpoint Asset Management LLC has significantly reduced its stake in Apple Inc. during the first quarter, shedding 13.4% of its holdings. This move, detailed in their latest SEC filing, means the fund now owns 314,908 shares, a decrease of 48,918 shares. Apple represents a substantial 3.6% of Bellpoint's portfolio, making it their second-largest investment, valued at a considerable $69,951,000. This reduction comes as other major institutional investors like Vanguard Group Inc. and Geode Capital Management LLC are increasing their own positions, showcasing a mixed sentiment among large players. The market is buzzing with reactions to these institutional shifts. Analysts are closely watching how these moves by firms like Bellpoint Asset Management LLC could influence Apple's stock performance. With Apple's recent earnings beating expectations and a consistent dividend payout, these strategic adjustments by major funds are key indicators for investors. But don't go anywhere, because the story of institutional investment in Apple is far from over. Next, we're heading to China for some explosive news about the latest iPhone pre-orders. iPhone 17 dominates China pre-orders, Air launch delayed. Apple Inc.'s new entry-level iPhone 17 model is absolutely crushing it in China, with the 256GB version becoming the most pre-ordered iPhone on JD.com after pre-orders opened Friday. This surge in demand comes despite initial speculation of price hikes, with the iPhone 17 launching at the same $799 price point as its predecessor, the iPhone 16. Key upgrades include a larger 6.3-inch screen with slimmer bezels, 120Hz ProMotion support, and double the base storage, bringing it closer to the premium models. However, there's a snag for the upcoming iPhone Air. Pre-orders in China have been postponed due to regulatory hurdles with eSIM approval. This delay contrasts with the U.S. launch, still on track for September 19th. Analysts at Bank of America Securities, Rosenblatt, and Goldman Sachs have largely maintained positive price targets, citing strong performance and AI integration, with Bank of America even raising their target to $270. This mixed news from China is certainly stirring the pot, but we've got more institutional activity to dissect. Up next, we're looking at another significant shift in Apple holdings from Aspen Investment Management Inc. Aspen Investment Management Inc. adjusts Apple holdings. Aspen Investment Management Inc. has trimmed its investment in Apple Inc. by 7.5% in the first quarter, selling 1,282 shares and leaving them with 15,761 shares. This makes Apple their 12th largest holding, accounting for 1.6% of their portfolio, with the remaining stake valued at $3,501,000. This move occurs amidst a backdrop of other major players like Vanguard Group Inc. and Geode Capital Management LLC expanding their own significant investments in Apple, indicating a divergence in strategy among institutional investors. Market observers are keenly analyzing these portfolio adjustments. While Aspen Investment Management Inc. reduces its exposure, other funds are increasing theirs, leading to varied analyst sentiments, with ratings ranging from sell to strong buy. The consensus, however, remains a moderate buy with an average target price of $240.80, according to iPad Focus data. These shifts in holdings are definitely noteworthy, but we're not done yet. Get ready for a massive investment reveal as we look at Integrity Alliance LLC's latest move with Apple Inc. Integrity Alliance LLC makes massive Apple investment. Integrity Alliance LLC has dramatically increased its stake in Apple Inc., acquiring an additional 273,995 shares in the first quarter for a staggering 567% increase. This significant acquisition brings their total holdings to 322,317 shares, representing 2.8% of their portfolio and making Apple their fourth-largest holding, now valued at $71,596,000. This bold move by Integrity Alliance LLC stands out against a market where other investors are making more modest adjustments, with firms like Ransom Advisory Limited also entering new positions. The financial community is abuzz with this substantial investment. Analysts from J.P. Morgan Chase & Co., Monness, Crespi & Hart, and Bank of America have recently updated their price targets for Apple, with most maintaining buy ratings. This significant capital injection from Integrity Alliance LLC could signal strong confidence in Apple's future performance, especially with an average analyst price target of $240.80. And that wraps up our deep dives for today. But stick around for a super fast recap of all the top stories and our full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top tech stories. We saw Bellpoint Asset Management LLC adjust its Apple holdings, while iPhone 17 pre-orders exploded in China, even as the iPhone Air faced a delay. Aspen Investment Management Inc. also made changes to its Apple stake, and Integrity Alliance LLC made a massive new investment. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to iPad Focus for all your Apple news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know in the comments what you think of these moves. You can also follow us on all our social channels for more exclusive content. Thanks for watching iPad Focus.